Lumos. Hello people of YouTube, welcome back to yet another video on our channel, Creative Readers, etc. The channel where we do creative things that sometimes involve reading, etc. And in today's video, it is my November 2019 bullet journal setup, and I am so excited for y'all to see the spreads that I have created. This month's theme was Harry Potter, if you couldn't already tell from my attire and my wand and my hair. Yes, I'm such a Weasley, I know. As I said, Harry Potter is the theme for this month, and I am so pleased and excited and just over the moon on how my spreads turned out. I put so much time and effort into it, and so I really hope you like them. So let's get right onto the video. Picking the theme for this month was the easiest thing I've done in a very long time, because obviously I had to choose Harry Potter because in November, Maddie and I went to Universal Orlando, Florida, and I had been before and it was equally amazing. The shows, the people, the shops, everything was just magical. There's no other word to describe it. It genuinely was magical. So Harry Potter was the obvious theme, and this is kind of a redemption because in September of 2018, I tried a Harry Potter theme, and I like to forget that I tried a Harry Potter theme because it was atrocious. So I'm considering this November my most definite redemption because these spreads turned out so good and I am insanely proud of them. Other than the cover page, I'm not a huge fan of the cover page, but that's okay because I did it ages before I even started working on any of the other pages, and then I hadn't figured out my style yet. I just wanted to get something drawn, but that's okay because I certainly made up for it with this amazing calendar. I'm just going to brag on myself a bit because this is my all-time favorite spread that I've ever done. It took a total of 2.5 hours, and yes, you heard that right, to complete from outlining to finish. That doesn't involve the sketching phase. The Harry Potter thing that I was inspired by was Honeydukes. So I have an acid pop, Birdie Bott's Every Flavor beans, chocolate frog, a chocolate wand hidden underneath November, some pepper imps, fudge flies, and exploding bonbons. Then I proceeded to fill in the background with a bunch of jelly beans just to give the page more movement and color, although color was not going to be lacking by the time I got to coloring in the background because those green and pink stripes took me a hot minute to finish, but putting in the amount of work that I did to this page was totally worth it because, as I previously stated, it is my favorite page I've ever done and had the pleasure of working on, honestly. pleased with how my habit tracker turned out, and since it's Hagrid's hut, I guess I'll have to touch on the subject of the new Hagrid's ride at Universal. After our 3-hour and 45-minute wait in line the first day, it was incredible. The twists, the turns, everything about it was just amazing, and I loved every second of it. We rode it a second time, and that only took about an hour and a half to get through the queue, and it was equally amazing, so I have not got bored with that ride yet. Mood tracker, I decided to draw some shelves and draw some potion bottles and be kind of cliche, but each different potion bottle looks different, and then I was going to color it in depending on my mood. I think potions would be my favorite subject if I were studying at Hogwarts, either that or Defense Against the Dark Arts, but if I had Snape as a potions teacher, that might change. Finances, it was a pretty straightforward. I wrote finances in Harry Potter font with the Harry Potter scar and glasses and the Harry Potter stars. Then I did something a little different on the bottom, and for the other things that I'm saving up for, I decided to draw little icons to symbolize what exactly I am saving up for. So one was Universal and the other one is for college, which I will be attending University of Texas. My homework one was another kind of cliche and predictable, and it was a stack of books with a quill and inkwell. Then to mark tests, I just did a little scarf waving in the wind, and honestly, I actually forgot I drew that at the bottom. One of my favorite pages to create every month is what I call my books, bops, and binges pages, where I track the books I read, the bops I listen to, and the movies and TV shows I binge. So I did a bookshelf with some leaning books. I did a record player like in the Goblet of Fire for my bops, and then I did a pensieve for my binges, which I felt was appropriate. Then I put You're Just As Sane As I Am because I needed a section with Luna in it because Luna's one of my favorite characters, drawing her specter specs to then separate out the days. And I thought the quote was quite appropriate because who else puts this much time into doing YouTube and getting virtually nothing back from it other than just loving making videos and such. So I thought the quote was quite appropriate. Now for this spread right here, I'm just gonna let the music take over and I want you to appreciate the masterpiece that I created. This was not traced. This was drawn from a reference photo, and I am insanely proud of how it turned out. my November 2019 bullet journal setup with the theme Harry Potter. I really hope you enjoyed watching. Maybe consider subscribing, leaving a comment. I love reading comments so much, and just seeing how you think and like my spreads. Also, I didn't include filming the weekdays because I have decided not to film weekdays. That way it gives me more time to actually get them done in the designated period that I have to actually make these. But I thought it was clever with the Horcruxes, doing some Marauders map steps, the Time Turner, and then Hogwarts Castle, of course, as well. That was my November bullet journal setup for 2019. I really hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed making it. Let me know your favorite spread down below in the comments. Mine definitely was the Honeydukes one because I have such a sweet tooth, so of course the Honeydukes one was my favorite. And if you couldn't already tell, I'm a Gryffindor, so show some house pride in the comments below as well. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys! Nux.